los terroristas.
Slam dunk contest, NBA All-Star Weekend was last weekend. Let's go. Bob, what you got? Let's start it off. What was your first thought, Bob? Let's go with the first dunker of the game. Let's start there.
I mean, the teams were cool.
The what?
The Timberlands.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Greg Anthony's son. Honestly, I think the only thing I gotta say is that just one word: disappointment. Like, I was so disappointed in the fact that YouTubers done better than this. I was trying to watch
and that's the thing, like, you know, you're not only competing versus, you know, the own league, you know, people from your own league. You're also competing against things that are people already seen out there that are like, wow, this is the type of shit I want to see in a slam dunk contest. Don't give me no, it was
a rule to future dunkers. Don't try anything, I guess, that's been done in the past, like between the legs. Like that shit's so played out right now. Between the legs, everything. It's like either you go under you or behind your back or one hand dunk with the elbow. And like, I saw a dude speaking of YouTube dunkers, I saw a dude on Instagram. He did the Vince Carter, but he did a cradle rock, went back and both of his hands inside the rim. Both arms with the Vince Carter. Yeah. Yo, that guy right there. He needs to go to the contest.
You know that
they should start allowing. Well, I don't care if it's G League or if you're in a league, I think you should be able to participate.
Oh yeah, do it for the. I don't know if for the slam dunk, but you know, for the celebrity day. You know, when they do the celebrity, let's have a celebrity, YouTube celebrity, or bring these people out.
Yeah, they should, because who were half the celebrities there? I don't know if you guys watched it. I did. We watched it, and
I watched it all weekend.
The celebrities out there.
I watched it Friday, I watched Saturday, and I watched Sunday.
But did you know anybody that was on the celebrity team? I knew like one or two, maybe three.
Yeah,
Anuel?
Weird.
Anuel was there. He scored points. Shout out to
that guy kills me, man.
He scored more points than Bad Bunny did the year before.
No, the football players from the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, he was the most dominant one.
Yeah, he was dunking all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was that other the Miles Garrett. That was his name.
Miles Garrett.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow. I guess I recognize him too.
Well, I'm just saying the majority. It's not like when I don't know, man. I haven't watched a celebrity game in years. I ain't gonna lie. Probably about 5 or 6 years that I've even paid attention to it. I watch the slam dunk every year, and I barely even watch the All-Star games in the past probably 10 years. I'll watch it here and there.
Yeah,
it's not that exciting to me anymore. It's just like the players on the same. I guess I don't know. I got spoiled in the early 2000s, 90s type of basketball.
It was more competitive. It was more competitive.
Yeah.
It was like actually fun. Now you can tell that this is like, man, this is worse than WWE.
Yeah, it's like it's the way they play is like positionless basketball. Is like, to me, it sucks. Like, they just go out there and it
was garbage.
You know, like, okay, let's get into the topic of Curry scoring 50 points, 5 points away from me fucking winning some moolah on FanDuel here in New Jersey, not in Texas. I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but I could have won some damn money. But he scored. He missed like his last 6 3-pointers.
Yeah, it was. Hey, but you know what? I do have to admit, because when I started watching like right at the beginning of the third quarter, and just watching that dude shoot, bro, it was just
So who was guarding him at the end? I know I think I texted one of you guys or everybody in the group message like who's guarding? I said that guy that's guarding Curry needs to stop. Just let him get his shot. Let him get 60 points. And he was playing defense. I think it was from the Bulls. Zach Levine. Right?
yeah.
Did you guys see that he was playing so hard on him? It's like, why? It's the All-Star game. Like, just let him score 60. He's got 50. Let him score 60. Like, let him make history. Like, why are you playing such tough defense? This is an All-Star game. You should have let him shoot a million
If you're
times.
gonna play defense, you should have played the whole game. I think it's.
He was trying to stop Curry.
The dunk contest was garbage. I think that I like the idea of maybe having dunkers from like outside, like real dunkers, and then having dunkers from like the NBA. And then number 2, I think the All-Star game will have meaning to it, like Major League Baseball does. Like the Major League Baseball, whoever wins, whatever conference wins it, plays in the World Series at home, plays at home. So I think that would be pretty cool if they did that for the NBA Finals. Whatever conference wins, plays at home or gets home court advantage. So, and Kobe said it. You know, I don't know if you ever seen that interview with Kobe where he's like, the game doesn't mean anything anymore.
It really don't. I feel like. Go ahead, Juan.
No. You just mentioned that about the there's no Eastern Western finals, like Eastern versus West and stuff like that. That like I kind of miss that. I'm kind of like
the best.
Yeah, of the East and the West.
The All-Star game.
Instead of having the All-Star game, instead of having LeBron and whoever KD picked or whoever's next year.
They don't want to be buddy. They want to play like kids, man. Like, I don't know. That's why I don't really care for the new NBA. It's like pick up.
The culture has changed. The culture has changed.
It has.
This is
it's
another
still exciting
point
to watch, but it's like it's the play of the game with, like I said earlier, positionless basketball is just. There's no structure. It's just like go out there. I'm gonna shoot 10 threes today. Just give it to me. I want to shoot these 10 threes. That's like everybody's doing it.
That is so true about how the game has evolved, right? Like
that video, it was like Curry has fucked up the game. Look, and then you see that little kid shooting from 3, like airballed it.
But
he's like exactly.
But it's the truth. Like the other day, I was watching a game. As a matter of fact, it was the Lakers and the Pelicans, and they have a fast break, and instead of running down and a fast break, they stop at the 3-point line and shoot. It's like
every time, bro.
You know what I mean? Like it's how the game is evolved now. Like you got centers shooting threes. What's its name?
I don't think it's evolved. I think evolved is too good of a word for what basketball is, bro. Evolved means it's gotten to a place where it's like probably almost better than it was in one time.
Well, I mean,
this is like we're not evolving, in my opinion. It's not evolving. It's just more like it's kind of like going to like where it started. It's like Juan said, playground basketball, right?
Yeah,
that's basically all it is, and they're getting paid a lot of money to do it. That's my opinion. I think it's just it's not as good as it once was, and it has nothing to do with the players. It just has to do with the play, in my opinion. Like when a center was down low, blocking them out, layups and rebounds. You got your sharpshooters in the corners on top, whatever. You got your main guy that's gonna go in there and pound or shoot. Like they can do it all. You team up with somebody that helps you win, whatever. That's the basketball I miss.
So
if
here's
you
the
look
question.
if you look at the majority of shots being taken, who's crashing the boards? Nobody from the offense.
Yeah, so here's a good question for you. You think analytics ruined the game?
I don't know. I heard this on a talk show somewhere or a podcast.
Well, the reason why I say because obviously because of analytics, right? A center for what you're saying, a center hitting the 3-pointer has more of a chance of going in than them actually backing down. You know what I mean?
Nowadays, yes.
But that's what I'm saying. So I think when analytics get involved, it's where you have players like Karl Anthony Towns winning the 3-point contest. You got Nowitzki shooting threes. You have all these centers that instead of playing with the back to the basket, they have a higher percentage of making a shot from the 3-point line.
Of course, because that's the way they play the game. That's what they want. Everybody wants to be the shooter. Everybody wants to be. It's like the new generation of you can't tell me what to do. I want to do what I want to do. So you can draft me at point guard, but I want to play center. I don't give a fuck what you say.
But do you think analytics had anything to do with that?
Why is Randall playing point on the Knicks? Why is the Greek freak running the point on the Bucks?
That's true.
Why is Embiid running the point on the Six? Why? They don't need to.
Do you think it's because they have a higher chance of scoring a basket?
No, it's just because they think they don't want nobody telling them what they want to play basketball their way. You know, this generation to me is like it's their way. Like they changed the game. They changed so much in it. Some of it's cool. Some of it's kind of It's like, I don't know. It's just positionless basketball to me sucks. Like these people are getting paid, and we're paying to go see these guys just throw up fucking 3-pointers, and maybe dunks here and there throughout the game, or a good block. What happened to the fight of the game? You know what I'm saying? Like, literally,
I can admit to that. I haven't been engaged in basketball as much as I used to because of what you're saying. I don't really watch as much basketball as I did 2-3 years ago.
Maybe we're just busier than we were before.
But that's probably why it's not as exciting.
It's not as exciting.
It's not exciting.
You don't go out of your way to be like, oh, the game is on at 9. I'm at 8:50. I'm gonna be sitting in my couch with my drink, my chips. I'm about to watch this game. Nobody better say shit to me.
And like 4 years ago, we would have been like, hey. So and so is playing. Let's go catch a game at let's go catch a game at
don't get me wrong. I'll still do that, but not as much as I would though.
Do that. It's definitely lost its pizzazz to me in basketball at least.
Well, I mean, I'm glad I'm not the only one then, because I complain to myself a lot of like, damn, I love watching basketball, but it's like when it's the same shit over and over and everybody just doing the same. I'm looking at the offense. I'm looking at the defense, and it's like, I can't. Why isn't the coach saying anything to half these guys?
Yeah,
I don't know, but it could be a whole thing. But yeah, man, NBA is still good to watch, but it's not as great to watch anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
I'm much rather watch baseball. Unfortunately, baseball's canceled for now, so.
We're trying to go to the first game of Yankees home game, so I'm excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be my first kind of season opener. Well, not really season opener, but it will be the season.
Right
opener,
now,
hopefully.
I think about 91 games in total have been canceled because of the lockout. So
overall,
I think like the first 4 series are canceled. I heard, so it's kind of a bummer because I was really excited to watch baseball. And I saw something the other day, and I completely forgot to send it out to you guys because I wanted to ask you guys on what I think baseball is missing that the NBA has. And I think that Major League Baseball doesn't promote their players, their star players, as much as they should. There was a stat that Mookie Betts, a 2-time MVP. You know who Mookie Betts is, right? Plays for the Dodgers, plays for the Red Sox. He's got as many Instagram followers as a bench player from the NBA. And to me, I was like, wow, like that really speaks on how much baseball really lacks.
It's just,
you know what I mean? Because
I get it, but at the same time, it's the sport, man. Because for baseball, to me, like you have to have a good team. Yeah, you have to have players overall. In basketball, you could have that 1 or 2 superstar, and that team can make it all the way to the end. But I think for baseball, I think you need a better dynamic.
You can have a great offense, and those same offensive players are very lackluster in defense in baseball. So it's like,
as far as how baseball promotes their players, right? Like the NBA goes out of their way to promote their players. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not the NBA that's doing it. It's they're being picked up by companies who think they can sell their product. And baseball, what are you going to sell with baseball? What can you sell? Nobody's rocking cleats to the club.
What if the NBA
Well,
doesn't allow that? You know what I mean? Like you don't see baseball. I mean, Bo Jackson was probably the last person, maybe Ken Griffey Jr., that you can go out and be like, man, like that dude was on commercials, that dude was doing it big.
But why? Because he was playing another sport.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's something that Major League as a league lacks. Like, there's so much talent.
Why don't they?
Yeah,
like he's asking why there's not more publicity.
Like I told you, like you can't wear cleats to the club. So what are you gonna do for unless you make them tennis shoes? Like,
or can you?
Because this, I just heard this. I mean, or can you? Right? I know somebody who has, but they were talking about this like.
Do a Rick James.
Baseball is like one of those sports that you can't promote at a single player. You can, but you can't. Like, what are you gonna sell to the like? And that's the whole point of them. If you're not gonna make like, and it's not MLB doesn't do it. They do. They point out all the stars every time before you watch a game on a nationally televised network, whatever it is. They show all the best players in the game in this day, right? When they show you the beginning, all the players pop up, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They do, but it's not up to them. It's like, are they good enough to get deals on the outside? But a lot of these, like you got Jeter and a lot of baseball players sponsored by Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't. They just can't promote it. What are they gonna do? What are you gonna do,
really
Molina Jordan?
It, right?
Because like nobody's gonna buy Molina's Jordans.
Not Pudge.
Who's gonna buy Derek Jeter? Like Derek Jeter's Jordans are popular right now for this. He's got a lot of ones in Derek Jeter's.
Yeah.
His shoe is the one, so it's a popular shoe.
Yeah.
You know, but Molina, what are they gonna? It's just like Chris Paul, Melo, like when they were brand Jordan, like they can't sell this shit. They're not making it for you. Like, they need something bigger, you know. Like, so, like I don't know. That's why
Daniel Molina, he signed with Jordan.
I know.
But how many people?
But nobody's buying that. Nobody's buying a catcher's catching mask.
You're gonna go buy a catcher gear by a Jordan. Like, I don't know. It's just, to me, that's
exactly. It's not worth promoting.
I just wish. Well, it may not be worth promoting to you, obviously, but like kids that play ball that are
no. But don't get me wrong. They do sell that stuff. You know, they do sell that stuff. But as far as advertising, why you're asking why the MLB don't do it? There's no money in it. Well, no, they don't need, because when what's easier to play, basketball, football, or baseball?
Who play? Yeah, that's the thing.
You rather play? You can play 2-on-2 football and basketball. You can't play baseball without at least 10 people.
Like a whole team,
yeah.
Nobody's playing baseball for fun, Robert. That's why they can't promote the play. Like, it's all about money. That you can't sell cleats to people who aren't playing the sport.
Yeah.
Everybody baseball players play basketball in their spare time. Football players play basketball in their spare time. Ain't nobody playing baseball in their spare time.
So
you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. And another thing, because of because I've been keeping up with the whole lockout. You know, the owners and all that, they make billions of dollars in revenue. Did you know what the average salary was for a baseball player? Was like $400,000 a year, which obviously that's for people like us, it's like, oh, that's a lot. Yeah. But compared to what the revenue that these teams are making, right? It's just like, man, like, and that's the reason why there's still a lockout. Like, making all this money, why can't you share some of that, right? So,
well, I mean, not everybody's deserving of what somebody else makes. It's like kind of like, I don't know. It's like the NBA is not the NBA, or MLB is not MLB without the players, but the players ain't shit without MLB either, because there wouldn't be no professional rinks to go to. You know what I'm saying? So, somebody's got to be. Yeah.
Somebody has to be on top.
So somebody's right, somebody's wrong. Yeah. Like, somebody's got to be on top. I don't care who you are. You're always gonna have somebody to answer to.
Yeah. Hey, we could have this argument with like a lot of sports. Why?
No, every sport really. Yeah.
Why isn't there a boxing?
But it's like the workers at Walmart telling the owner they want to make just as much money as he makes. Like, no, like, I'm the reason why you're here. You wouldn't be here without us. It's like, it's an ongoing argument. It's like, I don't know. You can't make what the boss makes. You know, somebody's got to make less. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be the league.
Of course,
the league's always gonna be in charge. You know what I'm saying?
Just a moment. You just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare get your hands off there.
And there's a few there's a few artists out there that I don't know, maybe they got overlooked like Kanye got overlooked with yeah. And it's like,
yes, exactly.
Hey,
you don't know what you got till you got it, man.
Yeah. And they could have been in the shadow of somebody, you know, that kind of overshadowed them, and because of that, they couldn't expose, you know, like they couldn't get their full exposure, you know.
So y'all watched the first episode, right?
That's
It was nuts to me how long. To me, what really what I got from the first episode is how hard he worked to get to where he got that first album. That whole year, it's just man, and the whole thing about with Dame Dash that he wouldn't let him drop the album, and they kind of just pushed him to the side, and how, I mean, honestly, the name of the documentary is genius, and when you really go back and think about it, like when he wrote Through the Wire, that's pretty genius, man. Like,
it's pretty genius.
You know what I mean? Like,
but he has that thing. Like every time he thinks something, he thinks what he's thinking has to come to reality. That's what I think of him. Like everything he thinks of is like,
real.
It's gotta manifest somehow. I want to make it manifest. That was the thing about him. It was like,
and it still is.
Like,
look at this thing with Pete Davidson. Like he made it real on his, his song.
I mean, I remember him talking about when he signed that deal with Adidas, and I remember him talking about when his first Yeezys first came out, and like they were so exclusive, and now, and I remember him at the beginning saying like, yeah, these are going to be exclusive, but in time you're going to see everybody wearing my shoes, like wearing my Yeezys, and like
that's what you want. It's like
everywhere you go now, it's like Yeezys. He set out to do that, and he at the end of the day, he did, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, that was pretty
cool.
Those
Yeezys.
You know, I me neither. I've never bought anything. Yeah, no Yeezys.
You got Yeezys. You got Yeezys,
Nike
right?
your dice, son.
Yeah.
But you got Yeezys, like Biggie. Don't lie, I've seen you wearing Yeezys.
He wearing Yeezys right now.
I had two pair. One I sold. I traded for two pair of shoes, and the other one I had bought retail. I thought I was gonna sell out. Like I thought I was gonna be like one of those high-end Yeezys, but that shit flopped. So I just returned it to the store because they didn't fit.
I think.
So yeah,
I think
never had no Yeezys.
I think we mentioned something real quick that artists that, or maybe groups that got overshadowed because they were under a certain company. You know, like let's say the Kanye with the Jay-Z. Who is there another group out there or artist out there that under a company or under a brand that you think if maybe they had their own company pushing them, they would have been bigger than what they are?
I don't know, man. It depends how good they are, man.
Yeah,
it depends.
So to me,
how Like, why are they like Kanye was something different? I think it was like
no, obviously,
he proved it. He proved it before he got signed to Rockefeller, and he didn't let no other companies sign him, whatever.
Yeah,
like, he had to prove that shit. There's a reason why Jay-Z, like, it wasn't maybe because he's whack. It could have been maybe because they thought he was better.
Yeah,
but you know, it's like
But is there another like? The top of my head right now that that we're talking about the topic, I always think about the Locks. I always think about Jadakiss and the skills that he has as an MC, but he was under Rough Riders, which was DMX. When you think about Rough Riders, you always think about DMX first, but you think he could have excelled even more if he was under another company, or if he was
Locks or Jadakiss.
I don't know. I like Jadakiss. I like Chic Luke.
I mean, they all went solo, right?
I mean they did. They did.
I think Styles P had a really good moment there for a minute.
I mean, he got high.
Styles P is still nasty.
I think I'm with you, Juan.
Listen for his albums, man.
Yeah. I think how they but then again, like you said, like all their time was spent on DMX because that was like the headliner of the company, right? Had they split the time between everybody else, then would DMX be as big as he was?
No. There's no taking away. There's no taking away from DMX.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying,
take that away from him because he was.
So understand. I guess I'm looking at it in the business aspect of it, right? Because they put all this time on DMX, right, and kind of pushed the last.
That's because It's because he was the one that was gonna make the money, not the last.
No, I get that, but understand what I'm saying. If they had not spent all that time with him and invested more time with other talent, could DMX been as big as he was?
But remember, Locks was Bad Boy first.
Right.
That's true.
So
that's true.
The label had nothing to do with it. They went to Rough Riders because it was a free label.
Yeah.
They put it into DMX because DMX is the founder of Rough Riders in a rap perspective.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they did that. Locks would have been second place at DMX whether God was promoting their stuff or not. Like, DMX was DMX. He was already out there. They got signed to Rough Riders after DMX blew up. Like, it was like after the whole Diddy shiny suit thing and all that. So I don't.
Told me that we won't stop.
Yeah, the shiny suit.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was giving it too much to DMX. I think it was. I mean, it would have played out either way. Locks is not Locks is like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang's not for everybody. They're not gonna be in everybody's ear, but you'll hear about them, and you're gonna like the shit type shit.
No, but it's different. It's different when you talk about Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is a culture in itself. Like you can't compare it.
No, I'm just trying to say, like, you know, it is.
Enough said. Tu sabes.
That's what you're trying to say.
What's next? What's next on the agenda?
So okay, we're gonna keep it with the music, but we're gonna flip it to reggaeton. Okay, I want to know, and in the past, this has happened in the past, and it's with music artists and everything. But I want to keep it to the Latin side, reggaeton, and whatever genre you want to put in his music, whatever. Farruko, him switching, and instead of giving a concert to people who pay money to see him perform his hits or whatever, he's doing like a whole Sunday's mass type thing at your concert. You buying this, or we need to come up with a name for a segment like this, like
what does the
Blast
nose
the Pass, or what the fuck?
What does the nose?
What does nose say?
What do you gotta say?
No, but okay. So if you let's just say, like, okay, do you think this is gonna hurt any artist's career that switches from party music, whatever type of music you're doing, then switching to Christian or gospel music because they feel like he's saved? Do you think it hurts or empowers their career and it accelerates it?
Well, no, it's not going to empower their career because the way music and all this, that environment works. It's in that atmosphere. So the people who are going to listen to it is people who party, who drink, who like, whatever. It's not gonna hurt Farruko. Like I give it up to him. He did it. And he said this is the time that I feel like, and that's on him. Like I mad respect for Farruko. I think he had a great career overall. Like he reminds me a lot of Hector's father, like almost to the T, with Hector's father. Only difference is Hector's father did finish his concerts while he was like still in that stage transition. I remember because I was there for his last concert in Puerto Rico for Hector's father. So that's always gonna stick to me in my head. And then after that, he went like, and he told the press, it was like, I'm done. Like this is me. I'm going to the religion now. But I don't, I'm not gonna take away from Farruko because that's what he felt that he needed to do.
Right. So before we get to Bob, like, let me just ask this: like, if you're a big Farruko fan and you go to his show, you pay $350 for a front row seat, and he just decides
$600 for a front row seat.
Gospel. He wants to spit knowledge from the Bible. He wants to do, like, how would you feel? I'd be pissed personally. Yeah. Like I didn't come to church. I came to party.
Exactly. And that's how I would feel too. I would feel.
But so, what do you guys think? Yeah.
I would feel like I got something taken away from me because I paid these $600 for these front row seats, and I want to hear you sing these songs. I want to hear you sing "Pepas Agua para la seca" and I want to hear you sing it. I don't want you to put the mic out in the crowd and have the crowd sing it and you just like standing there because all of a sudden you change. You change. Like, I get it, all respects to you, change. Hey, God is great, but at the same time you made a commitment to your fans. Even though you don't truly believe in it, you sang it and it's recorded everywhere. Keep singing it until you're done, and then keep going on with your life. It's a tough one. But go ahead, Bob.
Bob, what do you think? I know you got a lot of this is your shit right here.
I don't know. I think I don't want to say confused. I guess that would be a really bad word to use. I guess I would be obviously a little disappointed because I paid to watch you sing, not give a lecture on God or preach. So I don't know. I mean,
you should never force religion. That's the thing.
Yeah, and I think that forcing religion on people is one of those I don't agree on. Number one, I don't agree with that. Right? Just like I'm sure nobody forced religion on him and then he found God, which by all means, hey, more up to you, right? You know what I mean? And you're gonna believe in faith, and that's fantastic. But if I pay $600 to come watch you sing, I'm gonna be a little upset.
Bitch, sing.
Talking about the Bible, I'm gonna be like, hey, amén, que Dios te cuide, pero
I had a lot of people that were very into the religion, and they try to speak the religion within the military, and you can't
mix that.
You can't force that onto somebody. You can't
force it.
You can't mix religion with the with business. Let's religion with business. You can't mix religion with business because that creates a separation right there.
Right.
Because some people, what you believe is not what other people believe, but we have to follow certain rules, and that's understood. As long as we follow these rules, we're good. But once you go onto the religion and all this stuff, then that makes it a little bit different, and then people start looking at you a certain way. And that's what I try to address to certain individuals that like, I get it. You believe in God, you're very religious, and I respect that. But you can't bring that here because it's gonna cause issues. Because everybody believes what you believe.
Absolutely.
I think it's like you said. I respect that, but you also have to respect me and what I bring to the table.
Exactly.
Well, right? Like,
I was gonna say that.
You know what I mean? Because
exactly.
Again, it goes back to like, that's great. I'm glad you believe in God. That's fantastic. I do too, but that just because I don't talk about it or I'm not as vocal about it doesn't mean that I'm different from you. Because if you want to get technical, you're judging me now.
Yeah. Yep.
And God don't judge nobody.
Hold on, Quagmire. Hold on, Quagmire.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, good for him, man. Honestly, I think some people, some people find it when they find it, and all the blessings to him. Enough said.
Absolutely.
Enough said.
No
say.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back after this quick break.
No se vayan, calabra.
The king, Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already. Brace yourself for the main event.
I think talking about Nas, I think Ether is the greatest Nas song. He murdered the shit out of JC. He murdered the shit out of JC after that. Like, no. Beef was squashed after that. Like JC didn't even do anything after that.
No, Jay-Z did. He made two diss songs tonight.
And who knows about those two diss songs?
I do. I mean, if you pay attention,
if you like, But you're right. You're right, Bob.
Who remembers Ether?
Who? Yeah, everybody.
Everybody does. Nas definitely won.
Even.
But I'm saying though, the Ether had definitely won. But I'm saying there was two songs that Jay-Z made talking about Nas. One was about Nas, Mobb Deep, and all these other people.
Then nobody remembers them.
Yeah,
but Jay-Z fans.
The only one I remember about talking about Mobb Deep is Tupac.
Oh, so real quick on the side note, I've been watching a lot of about a lot of stuff on YouTube with Nas and a lot of Death Row players that were in the game back then when Tupac was at the VMAs and supposedly Nas got slapped and all that stuff.
I love that
because Tupac said it. Snoop is a big liar. Snoop said that Pac went up to Nas in front of his homeboys and all this shit and smacked the shit out of Nas. No. That's what Snoop said. Yo, there are so many people in like 5 interviews that I've watched that say Tupac went up to Nas and all of them with a bunch of his homeboys. Nas had people and they just talked about it. They dapped it up, squashed the beef. It was about that's why you never hear Nas being brought up and hit him up, because he told him to take him off the song or some shit, but he was brought up in another song or some shit. It was like over that, but Tupac never slapped Nas. Like Nas was like untouched. Like he had so many people with him. Snoop is lying because there's too many people co-signing the same story. Like different people that were there. Snoop needs to stop talking about fucking Tupac like he was like all that. Me personally, I think Tupac was a fucking scrub who just tried to fit in where he got in. It was just the hype man of the whole shit. Great lyricist, one of the best in the hip hop game. But Pac was a toy soldier, man.
And that's a controversial, like, yeah. I mean, we know Pac as, one of the greatest of all time. Hey, let me not go there. Let me not go there because then let me not go there.
I'm not gonna go there because lyrically, I think Biggie Smalls is to me, Biggie Smalls the greatest rapper that ever lived. Like as far as storytelling, punchlines, like
I got you. I got you.
That's it. And I get that Tupac was a lyricist. I just think that he rapped on a different aspect what Biggie was rapping about, especially towards Tupac's demise before he passed away. Like he was very political, right? And at that time, I think it was kind of different. But as far as like hip hop and rap, I just think Biggie just.
So
I don't think anybody can top Biggie. Like honestly, like the way he delivered, like his delivery, his punchlines, like, and the fact that he never wrote his rhymes.
We're not gonna argue that because we think, for me personally, I think Biggie had the best lyrics but Tupac's message, I think it was the way Tupac delivered his message was what made him great.
Yeah.
I don't think he was the best. I don't think he was the best lyricist. I don't think he was the best lyricist.
I don't think so
I'm saying here, Tupac was not the greatest lyricist, but the way he delivered his message is what made him great.
Yeah, I think that the way that he put, I agree with you. I think the way, and I think that's why they consider him a poet, right? Like,
no.
Someone that writes poetry.
Yeah.
And I think what separates Biggie is that Biggie never wrote his rhymes, like kind of like Jay-Z.
He did
the same thing. Like
he did write his rhymes.
He wrote.
The whole thing about not writing, Biggie just he was just memorizing his shit and
he would remember, and that's talent.
Writing it down, but it's
Instead
like
of writing it down, like he would memorize it and boom, 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 and that's it. And at the end of the day, like they're both different skills, right? To write is still skillful. To be able to remember your rhymes is still skillful at the end of the day. So props to both of them.
There's a video out there about the comparison how Malcolm X spoke and how Tupac rap. If you get a chance, just look it up. It's out there, and those deliveries of Malcolm X are in how Tupac delivered his message as well. So, and it was.
Do you know who rapped like Tupac before Tupac?
Who was that?
On the West Coast.
On the West Coast before Tupac?
Yeah.
Don't say Tech 9.
No, he's like that guy's from Detroit or something, bro.
Yeah. Tech 9
hobby.
Tech 9 is not even.
No, but I would
cut
say
that piece out.
Yeah. But I would say Ice Cube. Ice Cube was so political in every album he dropped back then.
Yeah.
He was so political. Yeah, he got nowhere with it. Only I remember 1992 Lethal Injection. Listening to the album, listening to the brothers, the Lynch Mob or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like listen to his albums back then.
So
this was before. Like Ice Cube was a greater poet to me than Tupac was.
So do you think that's why Tupac was excited to go to the West Coast?
No, his mother moved from New York to Brooklyn, and that's where he had to reside. And he took that to heart because he knew what he had under his belt. Yeah. If he did anything, a whole Digital Underground from Oakland.
May he
had a name buzzing, and then from him to get locked up and all that shit after juice and all that.
Yeah, and
after juice. Hey,
I think that
it's true. But how is it that a New York rapper became the biggest
West Coast superstar? Because he claimed it. And not only did he claim it, but everybody accepted him and said he was from the West Coast.
And you couldn't do that nowadays. Like, could you imagine?
I mean, you can, because it depends how the people adapt you. It's like, there's a lot of rappers from New York that sound like they're from down south. They move to Atlanta, they're from Atlanta.
No, yeah,
and they accept them because the more people from Atlanta, the more dominance they have on the hip hop game, right?
Yeah.
So this shit would fly today.
Hey, shout out to my people from Atlanta, but my people from Atlanta and Georgia, don't listen to anything other than Georgia, Atlanta. Like, down south hip hop.
Love it.
And there's a few that do listen to outside, but there's been numerous arguments. I have close friends of mine that listen to hip hop, but they will never betray anything that comes from Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia,
anywhere
from compared to anything else.
Yeah, but
I say, I grew up in Puerto Rico. I came over here when I was a teenager and stuff like that. I say Nas is the greatest. They'll argue with me all day, every day.
They're loyal. People from Atlanta are
loyal. They're loyal, and that's
loyalty.
great. That's
You
great.
know what I mean?
That's great. Hey, shout out to my people from Georgia.
Shout out to Goody Mob because they're here tonight at Sony Hall in New York City. Yeah, so I would have loved to gone to the concert if I would have known maybe sooner. But yo, Goody Mob, Dungeon Family, Atlanta hip hop is the best Southern hip hop I think there is. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're from Florida, Texas. Atlanta's the best Southern hip hop. Don't care what anybody had. I don't care what anybody says. Like, they're the best.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Oh my god.
Yeah, nobody.
Yo, he got the retirement beard in.
Hell yeah.
Look like El Pai. El Pai. That's his new name, El Pai.
Hey, by next month's episodes, one's gonna catch up to us.
I'm about to turn this shit off.
It's gonna take a little bit. I think it gets to a point, and then from there, it like doesn't grow for a while, and then it's
you gotta brush it one.
Yeah, I like that.
The thing about one is that when you get a
beard,
beard,
I've been a fan hat one.
Huh?
Get some of this one.
A fan hat.
¿Qué es eso? Beard oil?
I see a woman's white ass, Robert. That's all I see.
Some beard oil. You put that on there in the mornings. You let it rest. That's it.
Hey, how does it sound?
And then you get your brush, and you gotta brush it too, bro. If you don't brush it,
I got one of those hand brushes.
The thing is,
same one I use for my hair.
Sí, lo sigas así, mira. Sigas así, mira. Con la barba que me guinda.
That's how I started out.
Con la barba que me
guinda. I lost my side over here. I lost this side over here. It's like opposite.
You lost it? What do you mean you lost it?
Oh, great! See how Robert is? That's how I grew my shit. My shit was like this. You see the middle piece right here was all black.
Yeah.
This way.
It's funny because mine only grows white in the middle.
That's how mine grew. Then next thing you know, look at this. Look, I lost this side, I got this patch.
Looking like Anderson Cooper.
Yeah.
In reverse.
I got that. I got that new beard, like all dark, all dark, and then a little bit of white.
One, you gotta that cut right there. You got a little too short. You gotta keep it a little thicker on the top.
Thicker?
Yeah, like that's what she said.
That's what she said. Oh, pound it.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm just saying,
I could do thicker. Okay.
not thicker.
Whoa.
Buenas noches, mi gente. Estamos presentes. We're already here for the last part of the show. You already know what it is. It's your boy Biggie, Juan, June, and Bobby. Juan, why you looking like T.I. wearing a hat, bro?
T.I. Yeah, I'm trying to do that T.I., man, but I can't do it. Like,
para terminarlo, vamos a terminar el show. Dímelo, Juan, ¿qué es lo que tú vas a,
¿qué
vas a presentar?
Aquí todavía me sobra un trago completo.
¿Qué es lo que hay? ¿Qué es lo que vamos a ver? ¿Cuál es el content?
This might be the 2-hour show. The great big show.
The greatest big three of all time.
Big show.
Name a better
dig it.
Yep. Ooh.
Name a better big three than us.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to put something else in this show.
Let's go.
The best, your favorite, most outstanding, your best WWF tag team in the WWF ever in history. Go.
Too easy.
Tag team. Who you got?
Too easy. This is.
Who you got?
You have to think about it. What are you thinking about it, Juan?
I thought you were gonna go.
No, I thought you were gonna go.
Wait for you.
Oh, for me? For me?
I'm going to Legion of Doom, bro.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Animal and Hawk, the Legion of Doom.
I just said that.
That's my
Okay,
favorite.
we go with the Rockers.
That's y'all's favorite.
We go with the Rockers.
So you're
Shawn
not
Michaels,
Rockers,
and Marty
Jannetty, and Shawn Michaels.
They were exciting to watch.
I am going for Demolition. Blah 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 blah. Demolition.
That's like the one
Action Smash.
Action Smash, yeah. Yo, we went way back. Wait.
That's the
we
best
went way
tag
back,
team, bro.
We went with but Legion of Doom all day.
They were hot though. They were hot at the time.
Yeah,
like Demolition.
Spikes, yeah, the spikes and everything like coming in.
Demolition started that shit, and they're black and silver. You should be going for them.
They were
Raiders colors, bro.
But they were fat as
Spurs fan.
They was fat as fuck. That was fat as fuck.
Why does Robert look like he's on a talk show?
He is on a talk show.
Am I not on a talk show?
He is on a talk show. But you picked the Rockers?
Yeah, bro. Like they were so cool. Like the outfits were so legit, bro. Like think about it.
The Rockers?
The Rockers.
They have pink tights. One, remember that.
Oh, I remember the Rockers. I remember the Rockers, but like they were good in their time.
I'd pick the Bushwhackers over the Rockers.
Bro, I just pulled some pictures right now.
Bro,
no,
but
it's nuts.
Seriously, the Rockers were great for their time, but
yeah, but they were still
they didn't last. No, but over time, you think about
because they were so little at the time. They were like so small, and nobody gave them any like.
That's what she said, but over time,
you got him.
But the ones who last, like their legacy, like lasts forever. Like you gotta think about those, like those tag teams. I don't. Hey, that's your pick, though. That's your pick. Those are the ones that you remember. It's okay.
Girl, that's your pick.
Biggie went like this.
No, hey, and that's somebody that you remember forever.
Girl, that's your pick. Like the Rockers. Anybody like the Rockers? Mine's Demolition. Mine's Demolition.
Bushwhackers.
Mine's Demolition. I picked the Bushwhackers over the Rockers, though.
Second in command would be the Steiner brothers.
Really?
The Steiner brothers, man. Big Papa Pump. Where little Carlos at? How come he hasn't been showing up? Where he at?
Where is that
He's
guy?
in action, man. I don't know. Call your brother. Do the
okay. So
telekinesis.
Before I brought this up, what were you gonna say before all this? I forgot.
Hey, what was that? What was the name of that team that Bret Hart had with what's his name?
The Hart Foundation.
The Hart Foundation,
bro.
That wasn't a tag team.
Whole group. That's like a whole. Like when you talk about like a whole entity.
If I was a wrestler, I'd look like this.
No, you look like a wrestler. You look like
that. Like you're not even being a wrestler. You look like Aaron Hart. You look like.
You look like Aaron Hart. That's a movie, isn't it?
Hey, let's go. Hey, I got a topic for y'all. Talking about Ron.
Let's stay off. No, let's not go off the topic. Let's stay on the topic.
He said Ron, so I don't know what he starts about Ron. Still not saying what he's gonna do.
No. What was the topic that we were?
I don't know.
Hey, what was the topic that we were supposed to talk about? What was the topic that we were supposed to talk about?
Anvil.
Anvil Hart. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Anvil Hart, bro.
Yeah. He had the little one like right here.
Yeah. It was orange, remember?
Yeah, because he painted it. Dyed it.
Hello. I'd like to play a game with you. Up until now, you just sat there as a voyeur watching other people in their video.
That was a topic that you were gonna talk about before we started all this.
Yeah, so I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on the greatest quarterback that's ever played this game.
Here he goes. Brett Favre, bitch. Enough said.
I love that guy.
The best.
The greatest quarterback, bro, that's ever played the game of
Joe
football.
Montana.
The greatest quarterback that's ever hiked the ball.
Joe
the greatest
Montana.
quarterback that's ever made an audible. The greatest quarterback that said, go left. Aaron Rodgers still hasn't decided on what he's going to do with his career. And he's holding the Packers hostage.
Well, okay, so so what about that quarterback from the Cowboys?
All right, so anyhow, we're just going to get into it.
So what's up with that guy?
He had surgery in his shoulder.
Oh, did he? Oh, sucks for him. Too bad they could have won a championship last year.
Aaron Rodgers has Aaron Rodgers is lost to the 49ers, by the way.
How many chips has he got?
1.
How many does Dak Prescott got?
Oh my gosh! You know what? That's it. Let's go.
That's what you guys say to me.
No, I'm not. I'm not. You're a Jets fan. You're a Jets fan. You're not.
How many yards did you rush? How many yards did you rush?
Yo, you said Aaron Rodgers to the 49ers?
Yeah, he's not beating Jimmy Garoppolo ever.
He's not going to the. He's not beating. Are you crazy?
Think about that, Juan. Think about that.
You need to think about what you're saying. You're saying Brett Favre is not better than Garoppolo.
No. I did not say that. I said he's not beating Jimmy Garoppolo in the playoffs. That's what I said.
How many times have they played?
3 times.
And he hasn't beat him yet?
No. He's the greatest quarterback ever to play in NFL.
So he's not the greatest.
The
greatest quarterback.
The greatest quarterback ever.
He's not the greatest quarterback. Who's the greatest quarterback?
Tom Brady.
Joe Montana. Joe Montana.
Tom Brady.
Joe Montana's a beast.
So I guess we're not going to bring up the conversation we had a few weeks ago.
What? When Carlos said it was Dan Marino? What color that?
Oh, there he is.
There he is. You say it was
I don't know about Dan Marino.
Laces out?
No, I just wanted to ask you guys about how he's holding the Green Bay Packers hostage because they can't do anything. They're not doing anything. They're not signing
Robert,
anybody.
he's not holding them hostage. He's playing his role. How many years has he been playing, bro?
I'm looking it up right now.
Know your role.
Like 15 years? Some shit like that. Like he's been playing a long freaking time, bro. Like he deserves. You just hate on him and want him to go to
I'm not being biased. I just think that he's overhyped. That's all.
I don't see how you think Aaron Rodgers is overhyped.
Bro,
he's not the best quarterback in the league, but he's definitely not overhyped.
if Tony Romo won a Super Bowl, would you feel the same way about Tony and
If my aunt had nuts, she'd be my uncle.
All right. Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
It
really does. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If Tony Romo would have won anything in his life, he probably would have been brought up in a conversation full of God, but he hasn't done shit. So the next question is Dak Prescott, that's what you need to worry about. Is Dak Prescott worthy of the contract that you fought for so about? Like, he deserves this contract. Does he deserve it now? Fuck no.
Well, we can talk about the starting quarterback contracts, because the NFL cap is based on how the quarterbacks are paid. So we're not going to get into that because you wouldn't understand. But about Aaron Rodgers.
But your quarterback is trash.
No, I'm not.
He got paid all this money to not take you anywhere.
Bro, that's what they don't have a cap, Biggie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, they have a cap, but
they have a cap. So your quarterback is going to get paid based on what.
But my point is, you were fighting for him to get paid all this money, and he hasn't done shit for you.
Yo, we got off topic. Yo, Nuff said, tú sabes, aquí estamos otra vez. Episode 4.
Buenas noches, antes de las 12.